Hi everybody, it's me Bijou, and I'm so glad to be back. It feels like forever, but it's only been, what, 2 weeks, a week or two? I'm so glad to be back for the reunion, and now I have my chance to tell you a little bit of insight from the competition. First question, how did it feel being in the competition with your boyfriend? Well, I was so happy to be in the competition with Liz. Um, Liz was without a doubt my biggest competition, and I think that's because we both share um, somewhat similar taste and somewhat similar styles. Plus, we had each other to kind of give each other a second opinion on stuff, Um, and I'm not gonna lie, if I think that this wig looks better on Liz for this challenge, I'm gonna tell her. And for that made some stuff more difficult because obviously I want to do my best, but I'm not going to throw someone else under the bus. So definitely a challenge. It was also frustrating, doing my look one night and then seeing so much creativity come out of Liz the next night. And it was, I don't know, it was really nice. Some people did think it was unfair, or some people thought that it was cheating that we were doing this. But like I said, no different than getting a second opinion. It was never a collaborative effort. It was never, you do this wig up for me for this challenge and I will do your outfit up, or you do my makeup and everything we did for ourselves with someone else being able to add input. Which was really nice. And, anybody had that opportunity. Anyone could have contacted the judges, asked a friend, anything. So, to me, it wasn't an unfair advantage. It was just a fun experience, side by side, doing it together at the same time and growing and improving each week together. So, it's nice to see that we came from one thing and we look so much different than we did when we started. And it was so nice to see Liz come out of her shell so much during this competition. So yeah, it was really nice. I did have a lot of good looks this cycle. I managed to win 3 main challenges this cycle and 1 mini challenge. But those weren't my only memorable looks. I had a lot. One that I thought was quite memorable was my school supply mini challenge with the yellow paint, yellow paint and the blue wig. And so I kind of paid homage to that a little bit with my blue and my yellow and my blue. That was a really memorable look. I know I got a lot of feedback from people saying how much they loved it, and they were calling it editorial and just saying it looked good. And I was flattered because it was kind of a spur of the moment, and I knew once I put that paint on, it was either going to look good or it was going to look a mess. And so it wasn't quite enough to win, but it isn't always. Another one of my favorite looks this cycle was when we had to do up our sisters, or whatever. So last week when it was me and my little drag sister Beretta Bentley, and we were Ursa Minor and Ursa Major. Or not last week, but the week before. And that was my favorite, I think, of the whole cycle. It was so nice to be able to show off not only that I can do my own face, but that I can do someone else's and make them look similar to me and make them just as fabulous, if not more than myself. And it was nice because my friend always asked me, oh, make me into a drag queen. And so it was nice to finally get that opportunity. And she was so cooperative. I couldn't have asked for a better partner with that. And the outcome was great. I won that challenge, obviously. And the looks, I produced, 2 different looks for that challenge for each of us. And they were both gorgeous, I think. And so I think that those really represented me. I got to show creativity and bright colors, and that's kind of who Bijou is. Bijou's sexy, but she's also bright and colorful. I don't necessarily think that my art background gave me an advantage. I do have maybe more knowledge about certain things than other people, but that kind of only goes so far as to, you know, like what looks good together color wise, what shapes, you know, kind of go toward, like, it gives me maybe an advantage over like highlights and lowlights and shadows and stuff on like face and like breasts and stuff like that, and just I might have been at an advantage just because I had more supplies for crazier stuff laying around already, but other than that, not really, because being an art student doesn't make you creative, and creativity was what played such a huge role in this. I don't think that I'm any more creative than people like Velma Bell or Homely Pop, and so my creativity did come out, and I think that theirs did too. They're not art students, but that doesn't mean they're not just as creative, if not more than myself. So it helped a little bit. Like I said, I had more artsy stuff laying around when I needed it. But it didn't necessarily, I wouldn't count it as like a handicap or anything. I think I had to put forth just as much effort as everybody else, regardless of my schooling. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I was so glad to be back. Hopefully you'll be seeing lots of me next cycle as a judge when I win, maybe, hopefully. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure, and you'll be seeing plenty of me either way, just saying. My lips are glittery in case you can't tell.